Monday, April 4th, 2022. I'm Dave Glovin. This is Boogie with the Bull. Wake up, America. It is Monday. And it is Monday. We're going to jumpstart your week. I hope you grab your favorite morning beverage. We did today in the elegant Boogie with the Bull. Well, there it is, in the elegant Boogie with the Bull travel mug. Don't know if anybody else will ever see them right now. I have the only one. I am watching it on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. I don't know if the live chat is working. I don't see anybody there. It is live on Facebook. I do not believe the Boogie with the Bull live chat is working on Facebook. We put it on MeWe. I can jump in really quick and see. There is live chat available on MeWe. And let's see. Let's do one more check. We'll go over to Street Lock and we'll see if the Boogie with the Bull live chat is working on MeWe. I don't see it there. Excuse me, over on Street Lock. I don't see Boogie with the Bull live chat over on Street Lock, so you're just going to have to probably, everybody, if you want the live chat, if you want to be in the live chat, you're probably going to have to go over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel and watch it there. And I apologize, but I guess in modern technology, one's live chat does not necessarily go everywhere that you want to be live. So if you're watching it on Facebook, there is no Boogie with the Bull live chat. And if you're watching it on Street Lock, it doesn't look like there's Boogie with the Bull live chat. But if you go to MeWe, it does in fact look like there is in fact Boogie with the Bull live chat for, wait a minute, that's not the right one. That is not the right one. So hold on. Well, on MeWe, let me get back over. There we go. Let's get to MeWe. And let's go. On MeWe, you might actually have the wrong. No, you have it. On MeWe, you have live chat. And on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, you have live chat. On Facebook, you don't. And it looks like on Street Lock, you don't. We got an update on Street Lock Live. We have to do some things behind the scenes with our Street Lock membership. In order to have access to Street Lock Live, you need to be a premium member of Street Lock, which makes you a beta testing member of Street Lock, and that is $50 a year. For me, it's definitely worth it if you want to have a good, reliable live stream system built into the social media network that you're going to be on. About 5-6 years ago, when I had the privilege of working with Grant Jackson, the owner of Street Lock, to help bring conservative and patriot groups over to the public groups area of Street Lock. Everybody at that time was a premium member so that everybody could beta test things as they came in. Now you have to be a premium member in order to be a beta tester, and that runs you, I believe, $50 a year. There is more information there on streetlock.com, and we'll see what happens. A couple of interesting, I can't tell you anything about it, very great broadcasts in the works with Street Lock on Street Lock Live. So it's very possible Boogie with the Bull broadcast will relocate to Street Lock Live once it's up and running and the big update is installed. You hear me talk about Street Lock all the time. I think they're the best of what's available right now. They don't sell your data. You're not loaded with ads in your news feed. There's no false news and community standard censorship over there like you see on other social media networks. Not going to bash everybody else this morning. Just going to tell you why one is better than the other. MeWe, I think, has an up on Facebook because MeWe groups have group chats built into them, and so you're not on Messenger with your group chats and upstairs on Facebook with your groups. They're all right there in a very easy to use format. I believe StreetLock, via StreetLock Messenger, you can have group chats over there, just like you do on Messenger. And it's a great system too. So today we are live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with live chat. We are live on MeWe with live chat. We are live on Facebook without live chat, and we are live on StreetLock without live chat. So if you want to be a part of the live chat, boogie on over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, subscribe to the page, and join me in the live chat. Weather here in Fleming Island, Florida is a nice, well, it's not nice. It's brisk and it's working its way up. 52 degrees under sunny skies. Gas prices are still holding at $3.85 over at BJ's in Fleming Island, and anywhere from $4.09, $4.10, $4.14 a gallon in Fleming Island, Middleburg, and Orange Park, for those of you who have to travel around those areas. And if you see lower prices in Fleming Island, Middleburg, or Orange Park, let me know. And if your gas prices are still crazy around the United States, let me know as well. I brought up topics today, a couple of them. Title 42. Title 42 is what decides at the United States southern border with Mexico whether or not a person is allowed to legally immigrate into the United States of America, or they are turned around and sent back to Mexico. If someone is not eligible, they're simply turned back and told, go back to Mexico, figure it out, and come back. And if everything is okay, you're allowed to come in. Well, it looks like President Biden is going to kibosh that practice at the southern border, which will tie up Border Patrol agents inside doing paperwork that could take up to 5 hours per immigrant to see whether or not they can stay or be sent back. And there won't be anybody out patrolling the border. So you could be looking at where we're now at, say, 5,000 to 7,000 illegal immigrants coming into the United States every day. It could triple to 15,000 to maybe 21,000 or more. But, you know, it sounds like the resident doesn't care because he's trying to line up votes for the November midterm election. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. This is the time that you contact your elected representatives, your members of the House of Representatives, your members of the United States Senate, even on the local level, your mayors, city councils, and whatever you have to do. Let's get everybody we can legally down to mobilize at the southern border in May and make sure Title 42 stays intact and the residents just doesn't get away with his continued track to pounce America into the trash heap that he's trying to make it into. Good morning to Vicky Schaffner, who's made it over to the Boogie with the Bull live chat. Vicky and her husband Tom operate A1 Drain and Sewer up in Licking. And I can never remember the other, but it's Licking and another county in Iowa. So if you need reliable pumping services, other drain and sewer services, contact Vicky Schaffner on she'll pop in all the information you need to know to contact her. I really should write it down and have it, but it's easy to remember Licking County because I've never heard of a county called Licking, but in Licking County and one other county over in Iowa, A1 Drain and Sewer Service, they will take care of you. Again, I want to thank them for the 30,000 gallon pump truck that they put on the side of my house on Thursday night. To deal with Operation Evacuation, which was a complete success for anyone who really needs to hear about something like that at this hour of the morning. So it's important right now. It's important right now to make sure that there are solid Republicans running for every race from precinct captains and all the precinct officers up to the city council, and mayors, up to the governor and your state reps and senators, state assembly, all the way up to your House reps and your Senate reps, and even lining up a Republican like President Donald John Trump to run for president in 2024. But let's flip the House and the Senate in 2022, bring back President Trump now, let him finish what he started in 2016, all the way down to completing that term. So let's bring him back in 2022 and get back to work on the fine job that he started in 2016, and just make it legal and get everybody back to work. Let's flip this country back. It's time to wake up America. Everybody knows what's wrong. You see what's wrong every day. Let's just get to work and change it. Licking and Knox counties in Ohio is where Vicki and Tom have their business, A1 Drain and Sewer. Licking and Knox County. Like I said, it's easy to remember a county named Licking, and probably should be easy to remember a county named Knox as well. So 8:11 on Boogie with the Bull, and we'll just kind of boogie along and see what happens this morning. Anybody is more than welcome to bring up things that they heard. A1 Drain and Septic, A1 Drain and Septic, A1 Drain and Septic, A1 Drain and Septic in Licking and Knox counties in Ohio. A1 Drain and Septic, www.a1drainseptic.com. So go look for it there and you'll get the information. Yeah, I haven't totally finished my cup of morning coffee, and so maybe I need to take a few swigs and help me slow down just a little bit. Again, you're watching Boogie with the Bull live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with live chat. You're watching Boogie with the Bull on Facebook without live chat. You're watching Boogie with the Bull on MeWe with live chat. And you're watching Boogie with the Bull on StreetLock without Boogie with the Bull live chat. Over on StreetLock, we're working with them that as soon as they get the update installed and StreetLock Live up and running, we hope to move Boogie with the Bull broadcasts over there. In order for us to do that and have access to StreetLock Live, their live streaming module, you have to become a premium member. Premium membership costs you $50, and it makes you a StreetLock beta tester. So it's actually worth it, because they're doing a lot of things every day. They're making changes, installing new updates, giving it a complete look in the war of social media. And it's really not a war, but they're just putting together one of the best social media networks that I have seen in a long time. Someone asked me the other day if I invested in StreetLock. Well, I invested in seeing it succeed only because Facebook, we don't know what's going to happen with Facebook. We don't know if it's going to flush itself down the toilet. We don't know, how long conservatives and patriots will be allowed to remain on Facebook. We just don't know. It seems that Mr. Zuckerberg is pouring all of his money into this thing called the metaverse, and working with his virtual reality unit, Oculus, to make a virtual reality internet. And as I said yesterday in several discussions and posted on several discussion posts, don't hate him because he's smart. He's got all the money and he's capable of doing whatever he wants to do. Maybe he's a trendsetter because he was able to do it faster than a lot of other companies that are going to do it. But I don't believe for a moment that if any of the big tech companies wanted to be on the metaverse, they are all probably secretly working on it themselves. I've said it before that I don't think Mark Zuckerberg's playbook involves Facebook ever building a module to do anything. They simply go out and look for a company that does what they want to do. And if they do it to Facebook standards, they buy them so that they get a jump on everybody else. So that's what they did this time. They bought Oculus, and virtual reality is what Oculus does. And from what I understand, they do it pretty well. So maybe they have a jump on virtual reality, metaverse type internet. I don't think he created it. I think everybody else had an idea that one day would get them to some kind of metaverse type idea. You're right, Delilah. You're right. You're 100% right. But back when we were all running BBSs, we all thought one day we would be the big tech guys on the internet. I did. I had a 4-line system that I partnered, grew it into an 8-line system, doubled it up to 24, 48. And I think when it was just about ready to flip 100, I sold out my piece. So, had a chance to be a tech, maybe anywhere near a small tech or big tech, but it was a lot of fun. And I still have a lot of fun on social media today. Vicky Schaffner says she shared it to Twitter, MeWe, Facebook, and Truth Social. I didn't get it shared on Truth Social. I'm still having problems being able to connect to it. I put it on the Dave Logan profile and into the Facebook news feed. So anybody who can share it on Facebook is appreciated. Anybody who can share it on MeWe. I just put it into the MeWe news feed. I didn't get it onto Twitter. My main emphasis this morning, like I said, was to get it on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with the live chat, get it on Facebook, MeWe, and StreetLock, which I believe I did. Matter of fact, I want to hop back over to StreetLock for a moment and see if watching it on StreetLock has the live chat. No, watching it on StreetLock does not have the live chat. Watching it on Facebook does not have the live chat. Only on MeWe and on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. The other things I want to bring up this morning are like I said, Title 42. That's the paperwork that decides whether or not an immigrant is illegal and goes back to Mexico, or is legal and can enter the United States. If that article stays there and continues to be a practice at the United States southern border, it keeps us from dealing with a large illegal immigrant population. It also leaves enough personnel patrolling the border so that we're not tripling from 5,000 to 7,000 a day up to 15,000 to 21,000 or more a day, simply walking across because there aren't enough people out there patrolling the border. So tell your elected representatives that you do not think that the president has the right to strike down Article 42 just because he's the president and he doesn't like it. He needs a way to get illegals into America. Just tell them you've had enough. Over the weekend, I guess there was some kind of a sting operation at Disney World here in Florida, which led to a lot of arrests, including a former Illinois judge. And in light of all of that, Governor Ron DeSantis has said to Disney, your special privileges in the state of Florida are done. You don't have them anymore. It's time to whip it up. And, I'm going to go one step further. It's time to crack the whip, get it all cleaned up once and for all. And if you can't get it cleaned up, then shut the dang place down and go someplace else. Actually, don't go someplace else. Shut the place down, because I'm sure that Walt Disney is rolling in his grave this morning, thinking about the shame and anguish that has fallen on his park. And maybe not. Maybe Walt would be happy with it the way it is. But I would tend to doubt that Walt Disney is looking down and smiling. Still dealing with the resident's plan to release 180 million barrels a day for 180 days from the strategic reserve. I still haven't been able to find anything that tells me where it's going to go. Is it going to stay here in the United States and help drop down our gas prices as low as it can? Is it going to help bring down diesel prices, which are out of control too? Or is it just going to be put on barges and sent to Ukraine as part of the $40 billion plus package that we've sent them? Figure 180 million barrels is about $1.8 billion if you charged $100 a barrel. So is it part of that? Are we just giving it to Ukraine, hoping Ukraine can continue to win the war with Russia? Or worse, is the resident giving it to Russia for nothing, hoping that they will sell it back to the United States at a fair price, to hope that Vladimir Putin does not drop into the internet and everywhere else he can all of the dirty information that he has on Joe Biden as a politician and Hunter Biden's laptop. Again, I think that stuff is just smoke screens. I've got your laptop. I know what was on it. I've got, the laptop does exist. What people say is on it is in fact on it, but still, I think it's a smoke screen to keep people's minds focused other places than where they need to be. Yes, Vicky, a lot of people are moving to MeWe. I've been on MeWe. We set it up. Oh God, I don't know. I hate backdating and saying things, but it was years ago. We brought Americans for free speech, American regulators, Boogie with the Bull, the few, the proud, the deplorable. I became an admin of Trump 2.0 Connecticut. I'm trying to get a hold of the admins of the whole Trump 2.0 50 state network to see if there is one here in Florida and whether or not I can either get access into it, or if there isn't an admin, become an admin and try to get that place rocking and rolling. If you're here in the state of Florida and you're a Republican, active within the party, and here in Clay County, contact me. I'd like to get you on a broadcast so that you can tell us what's going on here in Clay County. I'd also like to get active in the party. I am registered a Republican. I did that when I moved my driver's license from Connecticut to Florida, as well as the car's registration and plates title from Connecticut to Florida. I apologize for the ums this morning, but I'm still not used to looking at my face as I see what people are watching. Be a little bit more comfortable back in the old days doing radio. As I said the other day, I could always do this and put up some kind of a graphic and you'd be watching radio. But you know what? It really doesn't matter. I will tell you that at 8:24 on a Monday morning, that if you're looking at that bearded mug spewing the gospel according to Globan, weekday mornings, 8 a.m. to whenever it's done, here on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, MeWe, Facebook, Street Lock, Twitter, thanks to Vicky, more on MeWe, thanks to Vicky, more on Facebook, thanks to Vicky, and on Truth Social, thanks to Vicky. I highly, highly, highly appreciate it. So again, the live chat, it seems is only on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And so you'll have to come there if you want it. Subscribe to it and at least go in and say something on it, and then go back to wherever you want to watch it from. If you can't get the audio, we'll work on it. On MeWe, we have it. On Facebook, we don't. I don't believe we'll get it on Facebook on Street Lock. I believe we will have it once we're on Street Lock Live. And maybe once we're on Street Lock Live, we'll have an audio system that will work everywhere else it can be, which is part of the main reason why Street Lock is important. Vicky brought up, now it's time to put up extra groceries, supplies, gear, and a way to defend what you have. This is very true. We all know they're waving on 42. Yep, they are. I caught it last night just before I was going to bed and had an opportunity to do some reading on it. We've been receiving illegals for a long time. Only way the Dems can stay in office. Yep, that is very true, Vicky. So this time, listen to Vicky and get out there and tell everybody from your precinct, your city, your state, and in the federal government, in the House and Senate, no, we're going to keep Article 42, and we're going to start sending the illegals back at the border. We're going to refuse them entry because they just don't belong here. And, if you are attempting to get legal entry into the United States of America, I'm not talking about you. I'm happy that you're doing it the right way. Okay, everybody, the bulk of the people here in America, their family came from somewhere outside of the United States of America, and we all did it legally, and we're all citizens here. Our parents were citizens, our grandparents were citizens, or became citizens, our great-grandparents became citizens, and we just continue. But if you came here illegally, you're not a citizen, your children aren't a citizen. Being a citizen gives you certain rights and privileges, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And not being a citizen doesn't give you those rights and privileges. And I know it sounds bad when I say that. It doesn't give you those rights and privileges if you're not a citizen, because there are ways to be in this country, working legally in this country. And I believe if you bring your family, they come with you and they're legally here with you while you are here working. And maybe while you're here working, if you're going to be here permanently, then you start the process to become a citizen. And you know what? That process takes so long that a lot of people just don't want to deal with, something that could take 7 years or more, and then find out at the end of the 7 years, no, I'm sorry, you have to go back. So maybe that process needs to be revamped too. I've always said that if you're coming here and you're going to come here and you're going to do it legally, you're going to leave wherever you are and be able to file the documentation to become an American citizen once you get here. Maybe the process needs to start where you are and you're going to leave from. In some countries, I know that can't happen. You just can't do anything until you get here, or you grabbed everything that you had and you left that country and you made it through Mexico and you got to the border and you get here and you're seeking asylum or whatever. But like I said, that whole process needs to be streamlined. If you're hoping to come here legally, it should be as easy as possible to say, thank you, step across the line. You're now legally in the United States of America, and we're going to help you become a citizen. And and in that process, it is necessary to make sure you have a safe place to live. Maybe you and your family have gotten proper medical care, and you're taken care of while you're trying to get a job and get your kids in school and everything. And you should be rewarded with the path to citizenship and one day becoming an American citizen, because that's what we're all about. We want our kids to grow up smart and strong and go through school, have a nice, solid education, and be able to get a job and support themselves and their one day maybe get married and have children, and we're not going to go into that discussion from there, but have a family and raise more. We'll do it this way. You want to grow up and become a taxpayer, and then maybe marry another taxpayer and have some little deductions that become taxpayers one day, and maybe own their own businesses and do whatever they can. Because to me, I'm 60 years old, and the American dream is still alive and well in me. I had the opportunity to grow and learn through school. I got my degree in broadcasting. I played in radio for a couple of years. I played in security for a couple of years. I played in limousine business for a lot of years, and now I'm retired. But I get some money back. I still think that, if you want to get me going on Social Security, I still think that I should have paid into some kind of system that the government put it into the highest yield interest account they could, and said I couldn't touch it until I'm 65 or whatever. And then when I'm 65, they hand me a big check minus, a reasonable whatever for managing it for me. But when I'm 65, they hand it to me and they say, boom, you deal with it. In my case, when I went on Social Security disability at 46, they should have handed me a big ass check and said, you deal with it. They did, in theory. We were still getting retro checks if you went on to Social Security disability, which was like a check for about a year and a half of whatever you would have gotten if you had been on disability a year before. So, that helped. But as far as I'm concerned, when you turn 65, they should hand you a big check and say, now you deal with it. And if you burn it all up, that's your problem. You'll have to get a job and make money again or whatever. But, if you take it and you become successful with it, or you're able to raise your family with it, then, more power to you. And yes, Vicky, he did design it that way. He did design it to blow up Title 42 so that they could get more illegal immigrants into this country, so they could all hopefully vote for Democrats in the midterms and then still be here and vote for Democrats in the 2024 presidential election. And that needs to be stopped. The Randy Rhoads narrative for a long time was they told us what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, and when they were going to do it. And we just kind of sat here and watched them do it. That's the Randy Rhoads narrative. I cut it there at that point and say, well, now that we know what they're doing, it's time to wake up, America. It's time to wake up and change it. If you don't like how the government is doing things here in the United States of America, we have this document, the Constitution, and it's time for us to use it. Like Jonathan Garcia, who was running for governor down in Georgia, 1776 2.0, was not, hey, we're going to become constitutional republics where each state runs itself and only answers to itself. And this thing called the federal government is there, and it helps us and the states and everybody if we need help. But realistically, no, that's just to me, the federal government should be nothing more than an organization of state representation based on majority vote. And, maybe it shouldn't even be political parties. Maybe it should just be popularity contests. You want to be the representative from Fleming Island, Florida, then you run. And if you get elected, then you are. Maybe the politics needs to be taken out of it. I don't really know. Vicky says she loves my face. Well, the beard does need a serious trim, Vicky. And sometimes I like to just take it off and let my face breathe. But it does need a serious trim. I probably will keep it. I don't know. My wife, Donna, says, whatever you want to do. I think for most of the 22 years that she's known me, for most of the 22 years that she's known me, has seen me with the beard. And, even on our wedding day, I had it on our wedding day, and then at I think 5 o'clock we kicked everybody out because we had to leave to get over to Foxwoods and get checked in, and I think we were going to go to bingo that night, a few other things while we stayed there, I think, for a week. I decided to shave it off. So Donna had gone down to play some slots, I think, before, and I had stayed up to take a nap and shower and get ready to go. And I took the beard off, and when I got down there, she said, "You shaved." And if you ever see our wedding picture, I'm always apologizing because the original picture looked like I was being led to the gallows, and I didn't mean it to. Has me with the bearded mug, and then thanks to modern technology, someone edited it to make it look like I was happy, and I still am happy. It'll be 10 years in this August. 10 years of marriage in this August, and I can't really imagine someone being married to me for 10 years because it's an adventure every single day. But you need to sign into the app to get the live chat. Okay, so you need to sign into YouTube to get. Yeah. If you go to the YouTube channel, then if you go to YouTube and you sign into YouTube, you'll get it on the YouTube channel. If you go over to MeWe, it seems to be working on its own, and maybe that may be the trick. Maybe that's what Vicky is saying, that you have to go. You have to go and sign in. But I don't know. We'll get it all figured out. I promise. I'm hoping one day we'll either be on paid StreamYard, or we'll be over as a premium member on StreetLock with StreetLock Live. And between the two of them, they will figure out how to get all of the chats from wherever people are watching and slam it into one place, so that if we're running on StreetLock Live, that everybody will be able to get the chat wherever they are. That's just the way it needs to be. Another reason to leave Facebook and go over to MeWe and One Day StreetLock and all the others. Then again, I never tell people that you need to leave one place and go to another. I just don't believe that. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that is what you need to do. I believe that you can be happy on social media, and you can use all of social media, and you can share all over social media. Some people don't like to do that. I tell people, if you post in our groups on Facebook, go and post in our groups on MeWe, go and post in our groups on StreetLock, and go post in our groups wherever else we have them. People tell me that's mirroring, and I say, yeah, it is mirroring if you take something on Facebook and post it on MeWe and post it on StreetLock and post it on Gab and this one and that one and the other one. But the point is, not everybody uses Facebook. MeWe people tell me they hate Facebook because they came from Facebook, eventually got banned from Facebook, and they just left. They went over to Parler, and they didn't like how Parler was, so they went to MeWe, and they're still on MeWe, and that's where they're going to stay. So, I mean, to me, it's the same as the diehards that aren't going to ever leave Facebook. I get up in the morning and I spend an hour putting Boogie with the Bull together. I will get it set up on YouTube. I'll come over to StreamYard and get it all linked and send it all out to where it's going to go. And during the day, I get a bunch of great stuff in the MeWe newsfeed and in all the groups that I'm on MeWe that I can send it to Facebook. I can send it to StreetLock. I can send it everywhere because knowledge is power, as I've said before. Okay, so you need to get as much knowledge as you can, and the knowledge, once you have it all, you can get it out to a world of people that just want the information. So that's all I'm trying to say. But you have to decide where you go. I'm not going to tell you where to. Well, I'm not going to tell you where to go, hoping that you're not going to tell me where to go. And there's a hidden meaning in that. But you can tell me where to go anyway. Come on into the Boogie with the Bull live chat. It's over on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And yes, YouTube does make it hard to find the current live Boogie with the Bull broadcast. I do have to say that. And I don't know if maybe that's what they're doing. But I had to go seriously looking through all of the Boogie with the Bull broadcasts that are on YouTube before I finally found the Boogie with the Bull live broadcast. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. So maybe if there's a YouTube expert out there, they can talk to me afterwards and help me find it. But I mainly, like I said, I set up StreamYard. I went over to YouTube. Once it was there on YouTube, I just took the link and shared it everywhere I wanted to share it and hoped people could get it. So if you're not hearing me, it means that you're either not watching it on MeWe or you're not watching it on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. That's all I can do. Come back tomorrow, excuse me, and watch it over there. That's all I can tell you. Anyway. So what else is happening in America? As I have said recently, I tell everybody, if you're a business owner in America, in the live chat, make sure you plug your the name of your business, the location, and contact information into the live chat. And the odds are now, if you're doing it in the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat, hopefully more people will get your business information. And if they're looking for your services, they will hopefully contact you. There is no charge to do that. No charge. We're not trying to monetize off of you and your business. As a matter of fact, the only other thing I have said, and it might cost you some money, but I don't know, maybe you can write it off, is that if you have a baseball cap, a ceramic mug with your logo on it, or a travel mug, even if you have a ceramic travel mug, I bought one at a thrift shop recently, and it is fantastic. It's like having a ceramic mug to go because it's covered, so I don't have to worry about it spilling. But if you have a travel mug, a ceramic mug, or a baseball cap for your business, send me one, whichever one you send me, and I will wear it or use it on Boogie with the Bull broadcast. I'll carry it in my car. If we go and do remote broadcasts, I'll carry it with me there. By the way, the Boogie with the Bull remote broadcast kit is all set together. Forget about me begging that someday we'll get a studio and be able to drive it wherever we're going and use it to do broadcasts. I can throw it all in a duffel bag and throw it in the backseat of the Toyota. And when we get to wherever we're going, we can actually be up and on the air broadcasting in about 5 minutes. So if you're anywhere in Clay County, that's a reasonable distance, doesn't really matter, that we can get to, you're on the map. And we would love to come and broadcast your event. Don't forget that if you go to the Becca Joyce Facebook page, you will see a post for the traveling doctors group who are all opposed to COVID-19 mandates, everything else involved with it, including being vaccinated. And they are coming to a state near you. They're coming to Florida. From April 21st to April 30th, they will be all over the state. They will be in Jacksonville one day. That's the closest one to me. If you go to the website that is producing the event, they are looking for setup help, and take apart help. They're on a very tight schedule. They literally end what they're doing on the 21st. And while the crew, there's like 16 people or more that are on the conference and will be there. And there is a crew that builds it up, takes it apart, operates it while it's there, so that while those people are maybe hobnobbing with you in the crowd that were there after, they're taking that thing apart and literally trucking it a few hours away so that they can set it up and get it going in the next day. I want to apologize to anybody who's watching on YouTube live right now, because it looks like YouTube keeps starting and stopping. Generally with StreamYard, any flubs that you see like that in the broadcast are filtered out, edited out, so that when it posts as a podcast, it is not there. Yes, you are hearing you're hearing Delilah in the background there. It's Monday. I woke her up early, and that's just what we had to do. Let's see. I will do a quick beg that if you are in the Middleburg, Fleming Island, Orange Park area, and you have 150 square feet of space you are not using, with at least one outlet that has 4 outlets in it, 4 plugs in it on one wall, and you want to be creative with what you want for rent and or the amount of money that you have to have for rent, and I have 24 hours access to it. A Boogie with the Bull studio would be great. We were out the other day and just happened to drive through a neighborhood on a piece of land that had 4 what looks like older tiny houses on it. And I said to my wife, Donna, that would be the perfect thing. And if I ever had the gonads that I think I have, I would actually go up to the property owner and say, hey, if you're not using one of those and you have electricity wired into it, and we could work out an agreeable whatever, let's do it. But I also, if we had a camper that I could set it up in, and I'd maybe rent a pad space for it. I don't know. There's so many different options. Like I said, everything gets thrown into a duffel bag. It can be driven to wherever the broadcast is going to be, and we're up and running in 5 minutes. If you ever thought about doing a broadcast like this, all you got to do is message me, and we'll help you do it. You can join us on the Boogie with the Bull Wake Up America broadcast, 8 a.m. till whenever they end, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Join us with the Boogie with the Bull 2.0 broadcast Wednesday evening when something needs to reach more people. And then if the time you plan to do your own broadcast is okay with my schedule, I'll live produce some of your broadcasts and teach you how easy StreamYard is to use. And then we cut you loose. The only thing that we ask is that you link to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel so that we can have you there when you're live and help get you around everywhere. We will hopefully have you on social media networks where your live chat will be available everywhere that you're going to be. If that's not important, then we'll just get you everywhere we can get you. Also, I have to remind people that in the live chat, if you use language that YouTube doesn't want you to use, you may get spanked. They may ask a moderator to check your comment and remove it. I'm not doing that because I think people should have the right to speak however they want to speak in the broadcast. But then again, I'm not going to risk losing the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel because of the language of someone in the broadcast. And if I need to, unfortunately, you might have to get bounced. Maybe one day when we're someplace else, they won't care about language within reason that that people use. And to all the people on Facebook who saw my FU, if I say FU to you, you should say FU back to me post. To all the people who got angry that that's rude, it's disgusting, it's not proper language, lighten up, okay? Wake up in your America, okay? It was a joke. It was the person who originally put it up wanted to see how many people would respond to it and or whether or not Facebook would take it down. Well, I have it up. There's about 40 people. Some have responded F you, some have not. Some have felt they have to explain why they didn't say F you and this, that, and the other thing. So you know what? If you don't want to say F you back, you can write a response that you want to respond. You're not going to get a smiley face. You're not going to get a red heart, I love you. You'll get probably an angry face and whatever. And that's just the way it is. It was to have fun. It was to get as many people to respond to it as possible. It was to plug the Boogie with the Bull Wake Up America broadcast. It was to pass other information that I think is important to you. It wasn't to do anything serious. It wasn't to risk any kind of Facebook violation or set you up for a Facebook violation. So lighten up. Okay, it's Monday morning. It's a new week. A lot of things we need to be focused with. Title 42, what's happening at Disney here in Florida, the 180 million barrels of oil, where are they going to go in 180 days? How is that going to affect your gas prices? Are gas prices coming down? Are they going up? Is diesel going up? Is diesel going down? Everybody is still concerned with the price of diesel, because even if gas prices are going down, diesel prices need to go way down, because he who drives the truck on diesel is going to have to raise their prices. The grocery stores are raising their prices because it's costing them more to get the stuff trucked from their warehouses to you. Well, the truckers that bring it to their warehouses that are not part of their big truck fleets, the independents, the trucking business owners of America, they have to raise their prices because they've got to support their families. They've got trucks that need to be maintained and whatever. I know all about that. Nobody concerns themselves with the gas prices or the maintenance prices of a vehicle that they hire to have someone drive them around or move something that they need moved. They just think that, hey, I'm going to call Dave Globan Trucking, and they're going to come load up 2 trailers and go trucking down the highway, and it's going to get to wherever it needs to go without any problem. Well, wake up. This is America. Doesn't always happen that way. Okay. Diesel prices are through the roof because the Keystone XL pipeline got shut down here in the United States of America so that Vladimir Putin could open something in Russia. And what did Vladimir Putin do? He decided he was going to go after Ukraine anyway, and this, that, and the other thing. And while people are worried about a rude thing that I'm not 100% sure, he didn't mean it to be rude, but he just meant it to be a comparison, was that I guess there was a grave found in Ukraine where 300 people had been shot and put into a shared grave, as opposed to if Title 42 goes, it's going to seriously impact the amount of fentanyl coming in from Mexico, which is coming from China. And as that happens, as illegal immigration at the southern border continues to continue, the amount of fentanyl coming into this country is skyrocketing, and the deaths among young people are in this country from fentanyl being in their drugs, and the drug itself, I guess, is skyrocketing. and he felt that we have a global responsibility to to help Ukraine, but also we have 300 or more kids dying in the United States every day with Chinese fentanyl making its way from Mexico, excuse me, into the United States of America. So wake up, America. This is what's going on. This is what your government is doing. This is, well, I don't mean this is what they're doing, but this is what they're allowing to happen. Okay, and previous administrations, not just Donald Trump, but previous administrations worked hard to with Mexico to make sure this wasn't happening. Previous administrations worked with Mexico to help secure up the U.S.-Mexico border. So, it's time. Okay, if you want to stay under President Joe Biden for another 4 years, well, it won't be Joe Biden because Joe Biden isn't capable of serving the 2 years that he has left. But if you want to stay under a Democrat monarchy, continue doing what you're doing. But if you want to get a return to constitutional republics in your states, or a more focused constitutional republic in your states, and remind the federal government that they are a constitutional republic. They work for us according to the rules of the Constitution, and not just decide to give themselves a 21% raise whenever they feel like giving themselves a raise. That alone is one thing that needs to be removed. As far as I am concerned, that thing just needs to be removed. You aren't actually streaming on MeWe. The link directs you to YouTube. Well, that's what it's supposed to do, Vicky. It directs you to YouTube because I'm not live streaming on MeWe, and I'm not actually live streaming on StreetLock. The link brings you to the YouTube channel. That's what it was supposed to do, because I didn't know whether or not the live chat would work. I can't stream everywhere. I can't stream everywhere to each individual network because I don't have the processing equipment here in the Boogie with the Bull studio to do that, and I don't have the team on that side of the glass that needs to do that. So everything StreamYard is going to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. From the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, it was shared to StreetLock, MeWe, and Facebook. And but if you watch it on Facebook, if you hit the link, it brings you over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel to watch it. You don't get live chat because Facebook doesn't allow that. If you go over to MeWe, it brings you over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel like it's supposed to, and you can use YouTube live chat. It doesn't seem that happens on StreetLock, but we'll see if we can get that fixed by becoming a premium member and being able to beta test StreetLock Live. Again, we have some shows planned, and they're working very hard. They have they have like 200, a list of like 200 things when they planned to plan the update that they had to go through and fix, and then once they installed it, they had to make sure that all of those 200 things working. I believe I heard last night from Grant that they are at 184 with like 16 things to fix, and they're working day and night as hard as they can. Also, part of the StreetLock development team was based in Ukraine, and they had to be moved someplace else for their security, their protection. And so they are working as hard as they can, and I understand that and respect them. And everybody will do what we can. So for now, when you watch a Boogie with the Bull broadcast, you'll be watching it from the YouTube channel, And if you get over there from another network and you have live chat working, that's because that network and YouTube allow that. And if you get there and you don't, then we just have to kind of work with it. It's 9:00. It's straight up. I'm Dave Woven. You're not. Make sure your settings are set to show most current video. Okay, I have, like I said, I have to go through and do some settings on the YouTube channel, which I didn't know I could do. I thought I could just go there and or just start live streaming over to it, and it would show up in order. So I will go through and I will clean up and make sure that it's set to show the current one. I thought we actually had a page, like you have a page or a group on Facebook, and that's where you go. I guess we just have a list of channel broadcasts to come up, but we'll get it all figured out. And I promise, as soon as possible, everybody will have access to the live chat. I understand on paid StreamYard that you can have, I think, 3 destinations at one time. So we could have the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, we could have Facebook, we could have MeWe, and Streetlock. We'd have to figure it out somehow. I don't actually know. Or maybe we'll have to go somewhere that we can have everybody that we need, as well as the very dedicated share team that we have. We'll throw it back into the live chat one more time just to see if there's anyone else out there that wants to bring up anything else in open discussions over the next few minutes. If not, I think we'll probably pull the plug on this one at 9:00. So again, it did land everywhere we wanted it to land on. It landed on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. From there, it landed on Facebook. It landed on MeWe. It landed on Streetlock. Unfortunately, the only one that it appears that you got to be in the Boogie with the Bull live chat was over on MeWe. So maybe for now, we'll send it to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. We'll send it to Facebook so that you can suffer without being in the Boogie with the Bull live chat. And maybe you'll go join MeWe, where you can be in the Boogie with the Bull live chat. And we're still going to send it over to Streetlock because we want to tease them into what they're missing by not having Boogie with the Bull with live chat on something, and hope that they hope when they come up for air, we'll be able to start beta testing Streetlock Live. I did hear from Grant that he will be beta testing Streetlock Live most of the day today. So, like I said, he knows that I am very anxious to do it. I asked him for some help with some broadcasts, and if he can get it up and running, he said he thought he could help, and that's what we would do. We're working on it. We're trying to kick this thing up a level, broadcast that we think you want to hear. So if you have an idea for a broadcast, not necessarily one that you want to be a part of, but you have an idea for a topic or part of the open conversation, message me on Facebook Messenger, and message me on MeWe, message me on Streetlock. And I would love to read your suggestion and talk to you, and get your thing on there. If you are someone who wants to be on the broadcast because you got something you need to tell people, please let me know. We work with as many interesting people as we can. We try to get Becca Joyce in here. Becca's an ordained minister with the website growlouder.com, GROWLOUDER, growlouder.com, where Becca has put together documentation kits to help you seek religious exemption for yourself and your children from the jab, seek exemption from your children having to get the jab, you possibly getting it as well. If your employer is threatening an employee mandate, there's a kit to help you refuse that. And if you have lost your job because your employer put in a vaccine mandate, there is a kit to help you hopefully get your job back, or some kind of a settlement with your employer too. So go over to growlouder.com and start the process. That's what I'm trying to say. Go over to growlouder.com, start the process. Also, like I said, with the big traveling conference that is working its way to Florida, Becca has all kinds of posts on that, where it will be throughout the country. Also, there was a real cool post that went up last night that talks about the health departments knew about all of this before it started, that it wouldn't work and what it's really going on with it. That post has a lot of information too. Would love to get Becca on whenever she has time to bring us up to date on what's going on. Also, our favorite Red Wave Friday guy, Bill Muckler, we reach out to him whenever he is available to join us. Hopefully we'll be able to get him on the 8 a.m. Eastern Friday Boogie with the Bull Wake Up Americas, because he's the one who informed all of us on Boogie with the Bull about Red Wave Friday. You wear red on Friday to show your support and salute the men and women of the United States military, both here in the United States of America and wherever they are deployed around the world or stationed around the world, doing their part. And so we do. Speaking of Bill, 2020americabook.com, 2020americabook.com, 2020 A Clear Vision for Our Future, and 2020 A Clear Plan for America. Both books are available again at 2020americabook.com, 2020americabook.com. If you buy one book, you get one book free. Lots of ways you can buy one book and get one book free. If you're buying them for a birthday present for yourself or for someone else, buy one, you get one book free. If you are buying it as a gift for someone, buy one, get one book free. If you're buying them for yourself, buy one, get one free. Buying them for gifts for everybody, putting them away for Christmas, buy one book, get one book free. Do that for everybody on your shopping list, and you'll be able to give Bill's books away. 2020, A Clear Plan for America, 2020, A Clear Plan for Our Future, 2020americabook.com, 2020americabook.com, 2020americabook.com. No, we are not monetized or vested in either Becca's growlouder.com or Bill's 2020americabook.com. Just information that I think you need to know, and it changes every day on Becca's website, growlouder.com. So you need to go there every day and know what is going on. Again, the posts for the upcoming conference are there. How to contact the conference promoter. I believe it's $35 at each location to go in and be able to watch it. As Becca said, they are looking for help in every city that they will be in to help set up and help take it down. And I'm sure if you go in and offer to help set it up and take it down, that they will probably let you stay and watch it. I could be wrong, but hopefully they will let you go in and watch it. According to the post I saw, there is going to be a live stream option. I don't have any information. It's on my list of things to do this week to get you the information. If it is a free live stream, or they will allow me to live stream it on Boogie with the Bull, we will live stream as much of it as we can. We'll set it up on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, try to share it wherever we can, but at least we'll get it on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel if they allow us to do so. Cannot make any promises, okay? Cannot make any promises at all. You know, we try to do what we can do, And if people say yes, then we do it. If people say no, then we try to work out a way to be able to do it. Okay. Just a old retired radio guy who had a lot of fun, trying to do as much as he can, still having a whole lot of fun, but still trying to do as much as I can. And I can't promise anything. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, it's easy to ask someone to come onto the broadcast with me. And if they say no, well, that's the easy part. If they say yes, well, then I got to put something together that I hope will inform and enrich you with the knowledge that you need. So tomorrow on Boogie with the Bull, Wake Up America, we will go live at 8 a.m. Eastern, just like we did today. We will be based on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat. If you're on MeWe, you'll be able to use the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat in the link that brings you over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. On StreetLock, it does not look like you will be able to do that. And on Facebook, it does not look like you will be able to do that. As I said, hopefully we will get access to beta test StreetLock Live, and that will fix that problem that hopefully everybody will be able to get the live chat wherever we dispatch the broadcast from there. The other thing is, I got to tell you, if the only place you can get the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat is to go to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, well, then subscribe to the channel, because once we get 1,000 subscribers and we're watched 4,000 hours, then YouTube kicks us a portion of the ad revenue. And you know what? We're not dependent on it either. So just like President Trump said, I don't have to be paid to be president of the United States. We can donate some of the money to charity. There is some updating of equipment that I need to do. I'm not in this for the money. Didn't want to be rich. Didn't need to be famous. If you watch it, great. If you don't, great. If you watch it and you send it to your friends and they watch it, great. If you can't watch it when we're live, 8 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, then watch it when you can. Okay? And share it to your friends when you can. Right now, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, for me, is the best time to do it. If we need to go live in the evening, Wednesdays at 8 o'clock is the best one. When something lands on StreetLock, it will, I think, be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Because that seems to be the best time over there to reach that crowd. Don't know what the best time is to reach the crowd on MeWe. We'll find out. If people watch over there on MeWe, tell me what is the best time. When you watch the broadcast, comment on it. What's the best time for us to be live on MeWe? And maybe we'll have to find a different time to be live on MeWe, a different time to be live on StreetLock, a different time to be live on Facebook, and we'll just go live on the YouTube channel at 8 o'clock Monday through Friday in the morning. I don't know. We're young in this broadcast thing. Talk to people all the time who've been doing it for 7-8 years or more. If you're out there and you're one of those guys, Donald Wisman, the door is always open. If you want to come join us, Marcus Hatfield, the door is open, because I'd love to sit down and work with you. Michael Anthony, you're more than welcome to come back in the live chat or on the anchor desk. Randy Rhodes, I tried to talk to you yesterday. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like it'll work out. I am what I am. I will apologize to people every day, but I will try to work on it as much as I can. As I've said before, while I'm doing the broadcast, I'm doing about 8 million things as the live producer. And if you say something and I think I need to respond right away, I should just take a pad of paper and a pen and write down what it is and wait my turn, or do like I used to do when Jen Woodruff was with us, so that everybody got a chance to talk. Then and everybody gets a chance to talk. And I'm sorry if I cut somebody off and I say something and it takes 10 or 15 minutes to discuss it. Okay, I'm just very. I'm sorry if it happens, and I can't guarantee that it won't ever happen. That it won't ever happen again. That's who I am and how we are. And if it works for you and it works to watch me, then that's that's all I can tell you. It's 9:15, and I think we're going to wind down. Read a couple more comments from Vicky. MSNBC and some other mainstream media are slowly releasing information about Hunter's laptop. That's good news. Yes, it is, Vicky. And what effect it will have on Hunter Biden if it's criminal. I hope he's at least tried and given his day in court. And if it's true and it's bad and he's guilty, then he gets what he gets. It's time to end that. If your father's the president of the United States and he used his influence as vice president or even president to help you secure business dealings, and you broke the law and you got caught, well, too bad. If he used his influence to help you get business deals that you wouldn't get as an American citizen, then, something screwed up there. And why what he got for, using his influence, it's just, that whole system is all messed up. That's all I'm going to say on that. Good luck in getting a studio. Boogie is excited for us. If I have to sit here and just continue to use the desk, sorry, things are itchy this morning, but if I have to continue sitting here using the desk and taking the bedroom when I can get it, then, and that's what's going to happen. I don't, happy here. We invaded a home with a schedule of how people do things and when people do things during the day, and we just try to do our best and get on when if we can. And Delilah's there in the background going, I know. So she knows, and and the dogs in the living room know. So again, tell your elected representatives that you want Title 42 to remain in May, that you do not want the resident to remove it or figure in November. There's going to be a whole lot more illegal immigrants voting in this election than probably in any election in the history of the United States of America. And once that happens, forget it. We're probably doomed and done for. If you don't want to be doomed and done for, then get on the road and get involved and do what you need to do. To all of the truckers out there who message me periodically through Facebook Messenger, it's basically the same request. If you are on the road and you have to stay on the road while you're on the broadcast, if you have a dash camera that can be on your face while you're driving, then and you can drive safely, then you're more than welcome to come on the broadcast. If you're concerned about that, and I'm concerned about that, then you have time and you're parked safely somewhere where you can go live, then do it that way too. Distracted driving causes more damage than it causes good. So everybody be careful. If you're drinking your favorite morning beverage this morning and you're driving, well, then maybe you should pull over and do it and not drink. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. The only reason we used to say that was because you paid a $250 cleaning deposit on the limousine, and if you spilled your drink and we had to shampoo everything, then you lost your $250 deposit. So, but the more important thing is that if you drink and you drive, people can get hurt, you can get hurt, your car can get hurt. So just don't do it. If you don't think you can handle driving yourself home from wherever you were drinking, there's plenty of people out there that will come and get you and bring you home and not charge you, I'm sure. Or if it's possible, stay where you are and then have breakfast together in the morning and leave when you're okay. It's just that simple. And the only other thing, go there and make it a great day. It's 20 after 9, and this Ramble Fest and Tangentry today on Street Lock, MeWe, and the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel is about to come to an end. Vicki has a busy schedule ahead, so she will see us tomorrow. Be blessed, brother. You be blessed yourself, Vicki. And blessings to Tom and everyone there at A1 Drain. And to go back. A1 Drain and A1 Drain service in Licking and Knox County. If I said the name wrong, still go look for A1 Drain and A1 Drain service in Licking and Knox County. It's A1 Drain, I know that part, and it's in Licking and Knox County in the great state of Ohio. So you'll be able to find it anyway. I'm going to write it down, Vicki. I keep saying that in every Boogie with the Bull broadcast. I only wrote it down before I went live, so I'm going to write it down. So anybody, if you have, you're self-employed, good old-fashioned American business somewhere here in the United States of America, message me all the information, the name, the location. You can give me an address if you want to do that. Give me an email address if you want to do that. Give me a way for people to contact you, a website, whatever. Message it to me, and I will include it in every Boogie with the Bull broadcast for as long as I can, free. Because buy American, support American, do whatever. Matter of fact, I was bored the other day, and I wanted to see if my 2001 Toyota was built in America or built outside of America. And what I found out was that the Toyota Avalon, from the start of them through the 2022 year, I believe, possibly the 2023 year, but whenever they ended, it's either the end of 2022 or the end of 2023. I don't remember offhand. I should have wrote that down. They have been made in Georgetown, Kentucky. I don't know what will happen with the Georgetown, Kentucky Toyota plant. Maybe they'll go to making Lexuses, because the Toyota Avalon XL and XLS were the basis for, I believe, the Lexus ES 300 series. So maybe that's what they'll do. They'll start making Lexus over there in Georgetown, Kentucky. Maybe we'll call them and ask them to come on a broadcast. But anyway, keep sending me all the information you come across every day. A1 Drain and Septic. A1 Drain and Septic. A1 Drain and Septic in Licking and Knox counties in Ohio. And I want to guess it's www.a1drainseptic.com. www.a1drainseptic.com. But like I said, go, you'll find it. But it's A1 Drain and Septic in Licking and Knox counties in the great state of Ohio. Ohio. It's a fun state to say. The name of 9:23. We'll give you 7 minutes, and at 9:30, I'm going to pull the plug, because it's just been a Ramble Fest and Tangentry. I hope it's one of those Ramble Fest and Tangentries that you sat there with a pad of paper and a pen, and as I said something of interest to you, actually, as I said something, I hope you wrote it all down, and then when I'm done and you're done, go through, scratch out the ones that aren't of interest to you, and message me the list of the things that were of interest to you, and we'll put more time into it. Also, for the open discussion segment, if you heard something or had something and you didn't get it into the live chat, message me, and I will still credit you on tomorrow's Boogie with the Bull broadcast, 8 a.m. on Tuesday, We'll do it the same way we did it today. We'll go from StreamYard over to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, over to StreetLock, MeWe, and Facebook. And you'll get the live chat on MeWe. We'll see if we can get it working on StreetLock and over. We won't get it working on Facebook, I'm sure, just because we won't get it there on Facebook. And that's all the more reason to go watch the broadcast on the Boogie with the Bull live chat on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And I will try to, like Vicky said, clean up the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel so that only the current ones are showing, and hopefully there'll be a page or a channel somewhere that you can go watch all of the Boogie with the Bull channels. Anytime there is one, whether it's on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel or not, it's always on Facebook, and they're always on my profile. So you can go through my profile and watch all of them. Or you can try to find them on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. But I did make a decision that this week we were going to try to live stream from StreamYard to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with the YouTube live chat, and put it on StreetLock, MeWe, and Facebook on our end, and then hope that other people would share it wherever they could. Matter of fact, if you do that, then maybe we'll one day when we figure out where we are in making Boogie with the Bull mugs, if you do that, then maybe we'll give you a Boogie with the Bull mug, or we'll figure out something to do. We'll figure out something to do. I did actually forget before we go off in 4 minutes at 9:30. This is the elegant. Whoop, I'm going to show it up so the camera can hold it. This is the elegant Snuffy's After Hours mug. Diane Clampett had Snuffy's After Hours with a group chat over on MeWe, and she did bring it over to Facebook as a group. She gave me that for my birthday, so which was in January. I turned 60. I came to Florida as a senior citizen because a lot of places in Florida consider you a senior citizen at 55, which was very interesting. But Vicky, you go have a blessed day. A lot of fun having you in the live chat. I'm sorry for the rest of you that could not get over here. But someone had made a comment earlier that there were audio problems with the broadcast. They couldn't get any sound. If it was the whole broadcast that you couldn't get any sound, please let me know where you were watching it. But like I said, if there is a sound break or a Wi-Fi break, StreamYard does its best to compress it all back together when I'm done and filter out any breaks so that it's one continuous program. 2 minutes, it'll be 9:30, and I think I'm going to do some juice or some coffee, maybe some chicken soup. This morning, my voice is really just going. If you see me outside, make sure I'm wearing a ball cap so that I keep the top of my head protected. Colonoscopies, like I said, if you're 60 or older and you haven't had one, go get one. Then I think it's every 10 years after that. They changed how you do it now, so it's not as bad as you think it was in the past. If you weren't given any kind of anesthesia in the past, they put you to sleep now. And they put you to sleep now. And the prep is not as bad as you think it is. Well, at least it wasn't for me. But subject I don't really need to go into a lot of off the wall information to. Love your family, hug your family, stay in touch with them every day if you can, whether it's text message, email. If that's how you have to do it, that's how you have to do it. But if you can, give them a call, talk to them. That 15, 20 minutes you spend on the phone with them on Monday, maybe the 15, 20 minutes that makes their day. I know my sisters in in Humboldt County, California. Try to call Mom every day. I try to call Mom every few days. Mom will call me sometimes. My brother I leave a message and he calls me back. My other sister, my baby sister, I call her, and her life is so busy 6 years later. I I get a message. No, it's not that bad. But everybody's busy. I understand that. But stay in touch with your family as often as you can. During these tough times, make sure you check on your senior and elderly neighbors in your neighborhood every day. When you're going grocery shopping, make sure you contact them and see if there isn't anything you can pick up for them. In the event of an emergency, you lose your power, figure that they lost their power too, so at least check on them. But if the power goes out in some of the houses in your neighborhood and not always yours, make sure you check with those seniors and elderly if they need a place to stay for the night. Bring them in, feed them, and keep them happy until they can move on to other relatives of theirs or get back into their own home. That's important. I told you that, when I lived in California, I used to take a limo home every night. Sometimes I took a hearse home. Most of them I took a hearse home. But if I was going to the grocery store, I used to always ask them if there was anything I could grab for them while I'm there. And if I hadn't taken a hearse home that night, the guy that lived across the street from me used to say, "No, I won't ride with you, but you can pick up something for me." If I had a limousine, then yeah, he wanted to jump in the back of the limousine. So we did that sometimes. But anyway, my point is love and support everybody the best you can, because you know that they would do it for you if you couldn't do it for yourself. Again, we were on YouTube, MeWe, Streetlock, and Facebook this morning. It's 52 degrees under sunny skies here in Fleming Island, Florida. Gas prices are $3.85 a gallon over at BJ's in Orange Park. It's been about a week that it's been $3.85 at BJ's over there in Orange Park, so maybe it will drop 2 cents today or sometime this week. Everybody else went back up toward $4.20, and at the highest, I think they're $4.14, and at the lowest, they were $4.09. I'll check some of them today as we're out and about driving around. Also, if anybody has or ever had an iPad Air 2, any generation. I have a second generation, but I'm looking for the keyboard cover, or if someone has one that they got as a gift and didn't use, an iPad Air 2 second generation that you're not using, talk to me. It has to be able to run later than iOS 9.1, because when I got mine and I talked to friends at Apple and they helped me bring it up to date, they told me that I believe the iPad Air 2 second generation would not see anything over iOS 9.1. Mine is waiting for the 15.4.1 update to be installed. So, but it has to be the keyboard cover, the wireless keyboard cover, Bluetooth for an Apple Air 2 second generation. Evidently, all I could find in the big box stores yesterday was for the Air 3 up to the Air 11 and the Air 12 on the Apple side, and they're a little pricey. I would have bought it if they had the Air 2 second generation, but they don't. And the guy at Wally World that helps me out every once in a while felt really bad because he thought that they did. But his suggestion was to move up to a newer iPad, and I don't really want to do that at this point. Still happy with the Chromebooks and the Android tablets on that side. Slowly using the the iPad for more and more. Actually, FaceTime, because my mom has an iPad mini, and I can do FaceTime with her. So the Ramble Fest and Tangentry is going to come to an end for Boogie with the Bull Wake Up America. It's Monday, April 4th, 2022. And that's about all I'm going to say. Looking at the monitor, and it's a little bit behind me, so I'm seeing the Snuffies mug from Diana Clampett again. That was the birthday present. Today was donut shop coffee, mild roast, K-Cup through a Keurig with a generous shot of Coffee Mate and a teaspoon and a half of sugar, and not really a generous shot of Coffee Mate, because if you use Coffee Mate, I want to know, if you use Coffee Mate, the flavored ones or just the regular one. Don and I use the regular one, the original. If you use it, I want to know what the price is, because Donna was out shopping the other day, and the big bottle, which we buy, I think she said is like $5 at most places that we shop at. It was around $7 wherever she was the other day. And that to me is just, that's price gouging. That's Joe Biden price gouging, Donald Trump price gouging too. So maybe we should work out a sponsorship announcement with Coffee Mate. If you're a coffee roaster in the Fleming Island area, or convenient to the Fleming Island area, and you want to get your coffee mentioned on Boogie with the Bull, two ways. If you have it in a K-Cup, or you ground beans, and we can put it in our K-Cup gold filter, let me know. I'll give you a whole lot of plugs on the broadcast and all over Facebook and MeWe and Streetlock and the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and we'll go from there. And all I ever ask, like I said, is if you have a baseball cap or a ceramic mug or a travel mug. If you have a ceramic travel mug with your logo on it, you will go right to the top of my list, because that works as excellent as a cold cup as it does as a hot cup. But anyway, I told you I'm going to stop talking, and I keep talking. So this Ramble Fest and Tangentry for Monday, April 4th, 2022 will come to an end. It's been my pleasure to have you here. I hope you learned something. If you did, write it down and send it to me. If you didn't learn something on today's Boogie with the Bull Wake Up America, it's Monday, then tell me that too, and find something and message me with it. I go through all your articles. If you want, a great way to do that is to join the Wake Up America Messenger group chat, and I read all the articles that people post in there. I post a lot of articles that we share everywhere we are. Right now, we're pushing Streetlock, MeWe, and Facebook as where we are. We have some of the same groups on each one, but we're posting all three of them. And hopefully you will expand your social media experiences to them as well. I still have not heard back from the people at truthsocial.com. I will try to log back in and see if I can contact them and see if they can help me. I said bad things about Rumble, and they are working with Rumble. And I said bad things about not being able to get on. I said bad things that I believe when I was given 205, dash, 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 that I never saw the last three numbers, and that's true. I never got anything that had the last three numbers to know where I was. The one day that it shot down to 125, 225, it changed in about an hour and went back to 205, dash, dash, dash. And, I can't get on. I appreciate everybody who shares Boogie with the Bull broadcast over to Truth Social. I know on Streetlock, Truth Social has a page, and Donald Trump has a page, and So that's about as close as I'm going to get to Truth Social right now. Maybe when we're up and running with StreetLock Live in the beta test, when I become a StreetLock Live premium member, a StreetLock premium member, maybe we'll get lucky and the former president of the United States will join us on a Boogie with the Bull broadcast. That would be really great. And as I said, the key is ask, 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 ask. If someone says no, 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 that's easy. They said no, and it's done. And if they say yes, then the fun begins. I promise I will be gentle. I'm really working to blow this thing out. 9:40 on Boogie with the Bull. It is going to come to an end. This Rebel Fest and Tangentry will come to an end. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern on StreamYard, the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel with the live chat, over on Facebook without the live chat, on MeWe with the live chat, on StreetLock without, and any other place that you see us. We're going to start trying to get it over to Telegram and Signal and a few others. I can do it. I really can do it. I start doing the production every weekday morning at 7 a.m. And I may have to make it every weekday morning at 6 a.m. just to make sure we get to going where we're going to be. And if I have to, then that's what I have to do. A lot of fun. Biggie Schaffner, thanks for being in the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat. I hope tomorrow there will be more of you in the Boogie with the Bull YouTube live chat. If you're not able to get the YouTube live chat on Facebook and others, then come watch me on the YouTube live chat on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and we'll figure it all. We'll figure it all out, or go watch it on MeWe because because you can right now. So we'll plug MeWe more because you can. I like MeWe. We have Americans for Free Speech on MeWe. We have American Regulators, Boogie with the Bull, the Few, the Proud, the Deplorable. I think I'm still associated with Trump 2.0 Connecticut. I'm trying to contact the owners behind Trump 2.0 and see if there is a Trump 2.0 Florida and if I can get in to there. So you'll see me walking around on MeWe. I pretty much make everyone my friend on MeWe. Try to get you into our groups. If you have groups of your own, I try to make sure I get into your groups and invite my friends to get in to your groups as well. So 9:42, if you're a Messenger scammer, it's a good time to start punching me up on Messenger. If not, it's a good time for the rest of you to punch me up on Messenger. And go out there and make it a great day. We'll hit the first end of broadcast, double B's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull is finally coming to an end, 1 hour and 45 minutes today. So 3 minutes over our 90-minute max, and not quite 2 hours. Again, if you want to be an anchor on the panel with me, just let me know. By 6 a.m., the latest, I'll let you know by 7 a.m. if you're going to be. And I'll just have a whole lot of fun. Right now, there are 5 cameras available. If I'm the only one planned, you don't have to do the whole broadcast. You can do as much of the broadcast with me as you want. We'll give you a segment if you ask me nicely, but no, I'll let you have as much time for the broadcast as you need. And the more time you're talking, I won't be talking. I promise I'll behave and I'll be a good boy. We'll hit the second